It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Tonight, the Brooklyn Nets getting set to match up with the New York Knicks. The Nets able to control the tip. We're underway in Brooklyn. To Hollis Jefferson. Durant. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
Substitutions.
Hayden into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Marcus Morris. They go down low to Randall. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Kyrie with the rock. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
To Julius Randle. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Julius Randle trying to cash in on the three-point play. 71% for his career. Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5.
Substitutions. Substitutions. New York.
To Durant. Taj Gibson with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Hey, check it out. Let's go.
Easy pass to the rim.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Durant. 4-3. And Kevin Durant, all in one motion, hits it off the catch and shoot.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Smith with it up top. The lead is 2. To Julius Randle. Has a chance. Off the mark. Well contested.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was his shot.
Screen coming.
Hey, double.
Around the perimeter to Durant. Fires the 3. That won't go. New York in control of the basketball. To Gibson. To Colin Sexton. Smith now.
To number 31, Jared Allen. That's his.
Dennis Smith Jr. He's going to get 3 shots here. For his career, 69% at the line. First one, count it.
Good shot.
Second to 3, got it. Knocks down all 3 at the line. Durant with the basketball up top. 5-point game. Not that time. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just
Got a piece of it.
jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
There's only so many times you can hide from the truth. That was horrific defense. Just got to get it back on the next possession.
Sexton to Dennis Smith Jr. Here's a chance from long range. Prince there for the rebound. Dinwiddie into the front court. Down 5. Slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Here comes the screen. To Colin Sexton. To Dennis Smith Jr. Going to launch beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Possession lies with New York. Nothing going here on that drive. To Colin Sexton. Smith. New York with 4 to shoot. To Julius Randle. Shot clock violation.
24-second violation for New York.
To Durant. Not that time. Smith into the front court. Leads 1. From long range. Can't connect. To Durant. Beyond the arc for 3. That's rebounded by the Knicks. Smith with the basketball. His team up by 1. Down low for Gibson.
One minute left in the first quarter.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Kevin Durant lets it fly. Kevin Durant not looking pretty. 3 for 10.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Into the front court comes Smith. Leads just a point. Down to Randle. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's rebounded by the Nets. Brooklyn's got it. To Durant. Has a look. Durant's shot, no good. Wild shot there, predictably misses.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Count the basket. Trying to cash in. Through 1 here at Barclays Center. The Nets out in front. Jay and I are back to Brooklyn right after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
And we're exceeding this.
Substitutions, Brooklyn. Substitutions, New York.
Yes, And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Missed the foul shot. Here's Irving into the front court. Down a point. Knicks with the basketball. Count the bucket for two.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Kyrie across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. To Hollis Jefferson. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
To Payton. Fires the three. That's a 24-second violation. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
Number 12, Joe Harris.
Five on the shot clock. Irving. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Gets it in the left corner. For three, that's off the side of the rim, no good. Irving with the basketball. They trail by one. From the painted area, won't go down.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Sheer strength to slam it down. He ran right through the gauntlet.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Marcus Morris. Mitchell Robinson sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Irving. Here comes the screen.
Hey, trap screen.
Irving. That's how you defend. To Marcus Morris. Knicks with 4 to shoot. To Marcus Morris. Nice pass to get things going.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Hayden to Marcus Morris. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, that's 3 seconds. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Number 7, Kevin Durant. And number 22, Caris LeVert.
Irving to Durant. Shot from in close, no good. Irving to Durant. Marcus Morris tips it. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. The possession lies with New York. Payton. Nothing going here on that drive. Count it at the line. To Marcus Morris. And he scores. They took a big step, but they'll count the bucket.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Irving to Durant. Has a chance. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. Let's see what the Knicks can do here. To Marcus Morris. And count the basket.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Durant across the timeline. They trail by 2. Screen coming.
Right.
The screen sets him up for 2.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2" guard. Scary.
Payton with the basketball. He'll run the offense. And the finish at the rim.
I like that.
The assist from number 31.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Down 2.
I got ball.
To Hollis Jefferson. Durant. Shot clock winding down. LeVert with a shot, no good. To Payton.
Watch that cutter.
To Marcus Morris. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock to Marcus Morris. And scores.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
New York Knicks basketball. Payton. Probing the defense. To Payton. Down to 5 on the 24. Lets it fly from long range.
To number 22, Caris LeVert.
First one goes down. It's a second. One more coming.
Substitutions, New York. Into the game for Brooklyn, number 8.
takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. Kevin Durant with the rock.
Hey, you got the screen right, screen right, screen right.
4-3. No good. That's great defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Marcus Morris.
Hey, left.
Deep left corner. Smith. Fires the three. Not that time. He missed it. Dinwiddie with the basketball. 5-point game. Short jumper stays out.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Mitchell Robinson swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Durant. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Durant, shot off the mark. Good defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Watch the cutter coming through. Bump.
Oh, pass stolen by the Nets. It's Brooklyn's ball. To Durant. Here's a chance from long range. Textbook defense. To Dennis Smith Jr. Down to 5 on the 24. To Julius Randle. Able to convert inside.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Short jumper won't fall.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Dinwiddie into the front court. His team down 9. To Durant. Almost, and he's not getting the call.
Hey, lock up.
Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. They go down low to Randle. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Dinwiddie. Oh, he can't connect. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Has a look. Shot no good there by Dinwiddie. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there. Time expires to end the first half, with the Knicks enjoying a sizable lead.
The Knicks.
will start the second half with a decent lead.
It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish. Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Substitutions. New York. Entering the game.
Smith. Down low for Gibson. Scores from the post.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Iguodala to bring it up. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Marcus Morris. New York with 4 to shoot. Going to launch beyond the arc, and it's rebounded by Durant. To Dinwiddie. Trying to cash in. Dinwiddie shot, no good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
To Marcus Morris. Smith. And the basket good at the rim.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
Jumper's good.
What I like about Spencer Dinwiddie is that he's a worker. I remember he got hurt in his last year in college at Colorado, still decided to take a chance on himself, went into the draft, got drafted 2nd round, and now I see him still defining and refining his game.
And scores. Strong take. KD with the rock. To Dinwiddie. From the painted area, won't go down. To Taj Gibson. Taj Gibson looking good. 4 for 5.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Another follow, still no good. Count the basket at the rim.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. To Durant. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Cruises inside for 2.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
Down low for Gibson. DeAndre Jordan rejects it. 4th this contest.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To Durant. Has a chance. Knocks it down off the step back.
bread and butter, and there are few that can do it better off the screen.
New York in control of the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. Has a look. He connects, had all the time in the world. Too easy.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Durant here against Taj Gibson. To Dinwiddie. Irving to Durant. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Short jumper won't go down.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle or not landing.
Iguodala to bring it up. His guys holding the big lead. To Dennis Smith Jr. Screen coming. Trying to cash in. Offensive rebound. Taj Gibson. He's now 5 for 6.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
On a pass stolen by the Knicks.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
So important to take care of the basketball. Easy 2 on the other end after the turnover.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
To Durant. Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks.
That's all she wrote. Dribble it out.
To Marcus Morris. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. LeVert matched up with Iguodala. To Durant. 24-second violation. Desperation shot here from half court. It's a victory for the Knicks. They're now 2-0 in this young season. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
The Knicks were solid in today's victory. And some people may disagree, but I think their ball movement was the biggest key to it. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.